Hey, what's up, brodies? Welcome back to another insane over-the-top video. Strap in, because we're about to throw hands with anyone who disagrees with us. Alright, now that I got your attention, today I wanted to talk about how and why Love is War is goated and one of the best animes of 2019. Love is War blew up at the internet in 2018, right before it released. Love is War is a story about a rich girl having everything she ever wanted, and a top-of-the-class 1% guy who is president of the school that has no mistakes. They both are high and mighty who would never fall to pressure in any case. Or that would be true if the story didn't base around them both losing their cool on trying not to confess and fall in love with each other. They start introducing us to side characters that are actually super well written in every aspect. First off, you have Chika, the pink-haired girl who's actually a scary demon that resides in the dark realms of Mordor. She loves drama so much to the point where she sets up games to make people either fight or make it as awkward as possible for each other. Another character we all love and is probably the most beloved characters of the anime is Ishigami.
Alexa, show me my baby.
Okay.
There she is.
He is legit a Discord mod, and he spends all of his free time playing on his PS Plus. He's just like me, for real. If there was one character I could relate to out of all anime, it is definitely Ishigami. Bro has absolutely no riz though, and only has a pessimistic view on life because of what happened to him in his early years. I mean, yeah, he did pretty much get bullied, but come on, at least you can play Valorant, right? Side note, Valorant eaters have to be the worst thing that has graced this earth. Please, whatever you do, don't be like that.
For every kill you get, I'll give you an ooh.
Alright, bet.
Oh my god, I'm so nervous.
We also have the hall monitor lolly that loves ruining everyone's fun, especially hating on my G, Ishigami, because she obviously doesn't like his swag. But yeah, A1 Pictures is a studio with a lot of amazing work they have made in the past and even more in the future. Having so many anime already under their belt that were looking for new rising manga to adapt into an anime, Love is War has already been doing great things for the past 3 years prior and has actually sold 2.1 million copies to the date of the announcement trailer. So seeing as why A1 Studio picked this up is a no-brainer. With the following and fan base it already has, excluding the guy who dances to the Chica theme on TikTok for 1 million days, I can't imagine them thinking of anything other than this is gonna blow up, bruh. Now, seeing as the director for this anime is Shinichi Omata, it would make total sense on why people would be skeptical of the previous works he has done to this point. I mean, just looking at the catalog of his previous works, it really isn't anything too insane. You would never expect him to produce such a banger of an anime. But of course, anything in life will be met with skepticism. Throughout the production process, the staff worked on adapting the manga story and characters into the animated format. They made decisions regarding the pacing, episode structure, animation style, and voice casting to bring the manga to life on screen. The series received positive reviews for its witty dialogue, clever humor, engaging romantic tension between the main characters. But with that comes also hype. Hype happens in a lot of different mediums. We can look at gaming, like for example, the game Elden Ring. By setting up trailers and hype trains, you can exponentially make the release of it 10 times of what it would have been without it. Fans always take it up a notch, trying to get it shown to a whole new slew of new people, just wanting to get more recognition and praise for what it is to come. So just by having these hype trains go out into the internet, you will boost your views or sales without much other than sitting back and letting the fans go apeshit. I would love to imagine if anime had to be released in discs like in a store. I believe the lines would match up to those games like Halo back in the day, reaching hours long just to get a copy of it. Just imagine if you want to see Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, but you would have to wait in line just to get a copy. Just imagine the magnitude of line and how far it would reach. It kind of gives me a nostalgic feeling thinking about it. I love the good old days of 360 and PS3 era, but having so many fans of the manga already gave them a head start of viewership and ratings, because if they didn't mess up, this would turn out to be a smash hit and would be loved by many fans, old and new. Hopefully it didn't flop. The year is 2019. 2018 just finished and we're looking forward to the new year for anime and life in general. 2019 was one of the best years for anime in the past decade, having bangers like Demon Slayer, The Promised Neverland, Dororo, Fire Force, Domestic Girlfriend. Wait, not that one. The launch of Love is War was on March 9, 2021 in the US. In the Western audiences, the adaptation was a huge success. People have their doubts because if you love something dear to you, your expectations will be extremely high for an adaptation of, let's say, your favorite manga. But since this was a much loved manga, people had a lot of worries about the following issues. The pacing was one of the best parts of the manga, mainly because a comedy is made better by its pacing. Let's say a stand-up comedian gets up on stage and starts immediately firing off jokes left and right, giving no room to breathe. What would you think of that? It would feel like you're being suffocated by how much you're given and you wouldn't be able to appreciate the individual jokes on their own. Now let's say the opposite. The comedian starts to go on a long rant on something completely not relevant, and after 4 minutes of this, he then just throws in a punchline that isn't relevant whatsoever. What would you think of that? that? I would say that yes, a good joke is most of the time going off the material and the setup for it. But if the setup is too long and tedious with a not so good joke at the end, it just ruins the complete experience rather than just telling the bad joke quickly. Another aspect of adaptation is art. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Art isn't a definer of anime at all. What I would say to that is, I believe it is. It's sad that most people don't like to see an anime with a bad art, but sometimes the anime that has bad art has an amazing story, but most people won't give it a try. Like the anime Pong. It looks very jarring to look at and not many people would try it out for the sole reason of it looking bad. But what those people will never see is an amazing story written in depth and made with a lot of love and passion. Luckily though, the adaptation had amazing art direction given to it and it turned out to look very clean. The manga readers talked about how there were also unexpected positives, saying things like, I really love her anime character design, similar enough to the manga, but with a flavor of its own, making her look good in color. And another redditor saying, wow, A1 really put in their A game in the series. Never really doubted them in terms of rom-com adaptations, but still I really hope they can maintain that kind of quality for the FF episodes. So for the majority of the fanbase, it was received positively by the fans. This was only after the first episode. As the seasons continued to go up, so did the fans. The first season initially had mostly only fans from the manga that wanted to see if the adaptation was good and stuck around because they enjoyed it. Second season and onward is where you can tell the anime has lifted off and made its own fanbase just from itself. You can see a trend of people saying Love is War is peak romance anime and has done wonders for the genre. Having both the romance and comedy aspect really made it an amazing story to watch unfold. After having the newest release of season 3 in the movie being the very closest thing we just had, I can 100% say Love is War will only continue to grow in popularity. I don't read the manga for it, but I know from the research I did to make this video that the past seasons only reached the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the series and what it can do. Now most recently on the 19th of December 2022, the series has reached 22 million copies sold, having the anime become so popular at even one point winning Best Romance Anime of the Year in 2023. So here we are at the end of the timeline, seeing as it became this popular where you are now watching this video must mean something, right? Yeah, it means you. Yes, you retard. This anime is really good, but you need to spend your time better than watching a Discord mod get more bitches than you. Go out there and get some bitches on your dick, G. As Lamar once said.
What's up? Can a low come up in your crib?
Man, fuck you. I'll see you at work.
Oh, nigga, don't hate me because I'm beautiful, nigga. Maybe if you got rid of that old yee-yee ass haircut you got, you get some bitches on your dick. Oh, better yet, maybe Tanisha will call your dog ass if she ever stop fucking with that brain surgeon, the lawyer she fucking with. Nigga.
What?